الله أعلى وأكبر الله أقوى وأقدر.
The following video is a timeline of events that led to the downfall of Christian Prince. For those that are unfamiliar with Christian Prince, he is a self-proclaimed graduate in the field of Sharia law. To Christian polemicists, he is seen as a teacher. To Muslims, he is merely seen as a glorified troll.
Listen, Abdul, I'm not a kid. I am a scholar, you are a donkey.
While his identity isn't known, apart from a few old images that can be found online, Christian Prince has been made infamous for propagating his anti-Islamic rhetoric on the internet for decades. On the 8th of December 2019, Farid released his first video on the lies of Christian Prince. By the 28th of December, the list of lies grew to 59. Christian Prince finally responded with a video that he called The Confused Muslim. In this video, he responded to 2 of the 59 accusations that were made. Within 48 hours, Farid responded with a thorough refutation that received 16,000 views, a large number for a relatively small channel. Christian Prince had unintentionally brought greater viewership to the Farid Responds channel. He then returned to his old strategy of ignoring Farid's videos. Farid eventually reached his goal of 100 lies and released the full compilation on Muhammad Hijab's channel.
Of a pseudo-intellectual fraud, debauchery, sexual depravity, impiety,
forcing more pressure onto Christian Prince to deal with the allegations. Instead of responding to the 98 allegations that were made, along with the 2 extra responses that were refuted, Christian Prince decided to take a new route. He came up with the idea of challenging Farid to a Skype debate in a video he called the 100 Spank Challenge, where he alleged that he wished to go through all the 100 lies with Farid. Christian Prince even had a change in tone, claiming that he would respect Farid and address him respectfully.
We welcome Mr. Farid, and I promise you, Mr. Farid, I will call you Mr. Farid the whole video. I will not call you potato, tomato, no. I will be sure to treat you nice. The same as this potato, Fifi, sons of Muta. See, Mimi, Hijab, and Fifi, the fraud, they are a bunch of whore like this whore.
On January the 18th, Farid released a response explaining that he wouldn't entertain a Skype debate due to Christian Prince's history of foul play. After all, Christian Prince admits himself that he is unfair to Muslims.
This is not fair. Do you believe in fairness?
My friend, I don't know. I don't believe in fairness. You are a Muslim.
He hangs up on callers when he finds himself without an answer.
Answer 5 of my questions.
My friend, you have no question. You are no one. You are a potato. You've been served and you've been cooked. Don't call me again. Next time, let your dad call me. Get lost.
Once, he even hung up on someone, then claimed that the other person hung up instead.
You see, I have no time for stupid talk. Go. Let your dad call me. Let me talk. Your brother, he called me before you, and he said, he said to me, "Is Jesus is alive?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, how come if I go to Wikipedia, I find him dead?" I said, "Well, are you saying that the Quran lie?" And then he hung up because I showed him the Quran saying that Allah, he took him up to heaven. And then he hung up, and then he hung up, and then he hung up.
Farid then called Christian Prince's bluff by upping the stakes. Farid accepted the challenge, but stipulated that the debate needs to take place at a public venue. He furthermore offered to fly to Christian Prince's hometown and pay for his transportation. Farid also mentioned that he wouldn't mind if Christian Prince hid his face behind a mask in order to hide his identity. On the 21st of January, Christian Prince responded to the debate with the following.
Will fly over. He will fly over. Okay, let him fly. I'm waiting. Let me give you my address. I live under Lot Tree in the heaven, next to the Nile River.
It became very clear that he was not interested in a real debate. A couple of days later, Christian Prince decided to attempt to respond to 3 more of Farid's allegations. Not surprisingly, Farid shot down all of Christian Prince's responses in a video he released on the 22nd of January. He then released another video that included more accusations of lies. At this point, Christian Prince had run out of ideas. Desperate, he uploaded a video that he called Christian Prince vs. Farid, Old Debate, Younger Farid, 2017. The reason that he included Old Debate, Younger Farid in the title is because his Muslim opponent clearly does not have the same voice or accent.
Yeah, in regards to what you were saying just now, The Prophet, peace be upon him, said that Islam will enter every house in the world.
Such a tactic shouldn't come as much of a surprise for those that are familiar with Christian Prince's history with fake guests on his show. However, to Christian Prince, it didn't matter. Farid was not going to call him on his show, and he was not planning to humiliate himself in a public debate. He finally found a method to satisfy his fans by claiming that he won a debate that he never had. On the 24th of January, Farid released a video condemning the tactic while analyzing the speech of the Muslim caller, demonstrating to Christian Prince fans that he was not on the other line. After some of Christian Prince's fans expressed that they did not believe it was Farid on the other line, Christian Prince proceeded to change the title of his video to one that was slightly less affirmative in tone, in order not to be accountable for his deception. Over 2 months have passed since Farid made his first video in which he accused Christian Prince of lying. To his intelligent fans, Christian Prince is yet to answer most of the accusations that Farid leveled against him. Some of them have even accepted that Christian Prince is indeed a liar. However, to his die-hard followers, none of those accusations need to be addressed. For their idol, Christian Prince, simply cannot do wrong while doing the work of Christ. After all, he has already won a debate 2 years ago, a debate that never happened.